Oh, there it is. I didn't think my speaker was set yet.
So some guys I played a few rounds with earlier today, before I
Huh?
went into town and everything. They
Yeah.
invited me to their network, and I'm a fan.
What's their network name?
Dicks out for Harambe.
God damn it. How did that even start?
What, the Harambe thing?
No, the dicks out part.
That's just a meme that started on 4chan and just became a thing. As all dumb memes that start on 4chan, it just kind of happened.
The best story he has for it is that it started on 4chan as some kind of salute for Harambe's death.
Because 4chan.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I can kind of remember that.
4chan's pretty crude, so somebody probably just made a dick joke and it went from there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, pretty much. Say what you will. I can still safely call myself a 4chan troll. There's enough fun to be had there. I avoid B nowadays because it's all a bunch of new fags that don't know what they're doing, but still.
So tell me about the guys you played with earlier.
Well, I was using my mic for a change, so that was new. Ended up running into one of them during a multiplayer match. I kept hitting him in the face with thermite knife things, you know, the fucking shurikens. Every time he'd jump at me. So after like 6 deaths in a row just doing that to his face, he sent me a message saying, "Quit throwing knives at me, faggot." So from there I went, alright. I just responded with, "Alright, faggot, fine, I will." And then I switched over to the fucking the sonar shurikens. I started hitting him in the face with those instead. And after that, he invited me for a chat thing. I was like, alright, I'm going to listen to some little kid rage. Sure. Ended up sounding about my age. I was like, alright, that's a bit weird. And then the conversation literally went as followed. "Faggot, join me in some games. I want to win something for a change." So I went, okay, you know what, fine. So as we were playing, though, he started talking about, he first asked if I knew what 4chan was, and that's when I explained I was a part of the old raids. Specifically Hobo Hotel, which was my favorite raid I was ever a part of. It turns out he was a part of that, too. So we were chatting about all, like, the dumb threads we'd see all the time back then, and, like, the gore threads and shit. And after a while, he sent me, or he told me to join his network, and he told me which one, and invited me to it. And then from there, there was like 6 other guys, which all turned out to be old fags like me, who joined 4chan around like 2000. And from there, it was just us jumping in, like the 4 of us jumping in the lobbies and just shitting on people, because we just ran into this roving pack of auto shotguns with the stim boost. At first I thought we were gonna get slaughtered, but it turns out that, yeah, sure, you're gonna kill the first 2 guys with your magazine, but then 2 more robots are gonna be running at Mach 2 at you with auto shotguns. You're kind of fucked. It was a fun time.
Good. I kind of want to record this conversation and put it up.
Okay, why?
I don't know, it's just an interesting story and it's kind of funny.
4chan, it brings the weirdest people together.
You want me to do
It's a
it?
shame B became so tame.
Well, everything will be tame until something happens to shake people out of it.
I don't know. Like, now there's rules, and it's like, what the fuck?
I thought the whole point was just to do whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the random board on 4chan we used to be known as the go if you dare board. Now it's the go if you want to see a bunch of porn and people trying to be edgy board.
Makes sense.
You don't have the shock threads where it has like footage from China of like a dude kicking a kid and then having some dude come out of the store and just literally slice into his head with a shovel. Or seeing some dude tied up over in India thrown into a thresher.
Yeah, I mean, don't you miss the good old days when you could find that?
Oh, I'm not saying they were good videos. I'm just saying those are the kind of things you would find. You never knew what you were going to find in 4chan. It could have been some Twitch thought whose nudes got leaked. It could have been some dude with like 300 puppies in a puppy farm, but he went and adopted a bunch of dogs. And he built a massive playpen for it. It was fucking awesome. It could be some dude getting eaten by a pig. You never knew. There is some really cool shit that popped up on there occasionally. Like, you know all the videos you find of like the dudes out in the middle of fucking bumfuck nowhere countries using sticks in their hands to build these amazing water chambers and like pools and shit?
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff was actually a pretty common thing on 4chan threads and B. You'd always see one thread out of like 20 about that. As well as step by step on how to do that stuff. And then YouTube started blowing up. I remember during the election when they weaponized Pepe the Frog. Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
Pepe's a hate symbol. He's about the supremacist rights. And I'm sitting there just like, but he's La Pepe. There is literally an economy in 4chan based on Pepe. Come on now. Like, no, like, if you don't believe me, Google Pepe Le Frog economy. You Google sometime. There used to be an entire marketplace based on rare Pepe pictures. Like, if you had some of the original, like, Pepe, like, crappy paint sketches when it first started on 4chan, you could make some very real money sharing that with people.
That's kind of weird. But
4chan is a bizarre place. Or like right now, 4chan B and politically incorrect, those two boards. Every now and again, they keep getting deleted because of fucking other assholes. They're like, leave it alone. They're currently weaponizing their boards against China over the Mulan movie. Have you seen it?
No, I didn't really have a care to after I saw what happened in the reviews.
A buddy of mine let me watch a stream he was doing of it. I was so bored after like 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you get bored very quickly anyway.
Counting on the movie, yeah. Like
no, I mean in general. Like,
this is true. I have to be engaged. But
yeah.
Here's the thing. The original Mulan movie
was awesome.
It had slow parts where I went meh, especially in like the very beginning, but it picked up quick and there was always a sense of accomplishment as Mulan was going through the movie. Because like, you had when she was working with the other men, and she had to prove that she was just as tough as them and everything. And the thing is like, then the whole time you had like, you know, the little dragon and the cricket. They weren't giving her magic powers and helping her push along. She didn't have chi. They just fucking were her cheer squad, and she did it all herself. Whereas in the new movie, she's the thing, and like she just has this a massive amount of magic, pretty much, and she can do anything because magic.
You mean because she's a woman?
That's pretty much what it felt like through the whole movie. And like, it's even worse, because like the whole reason they got rid of Mushu and everything was because it was disrespectful to the traditional Chinese and the dragon, and it was less realistic, and they wanted to be more realistic and gritty and truer to the story. I was like, okay, so why is there this phoenix kite that follows her everywhere like a fucking RPG icon, telling her where to go? Why is there magic? Why is there this random fucking witch who's doing blatant magic? How is she dodging all of these arrows like a fucking Jackie Chan kung fu bullshit? Why can she accomplish everything immediately?
Fuck you, that's how?
The whole, like, army thing with the avalanche, like, that was great. It was just like, alright, there's problems. She's gonna see a bunch of people die. Whatever will she do? Okay. Suddenly she's on the snow ridge with tons of helmets set up, and she tricks him into shooting the ridge and causing an avalanche. When did she have the time to do all this? The only answer given? Chi. Magic. Ki. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. In the original freaking Disney movie, I was cheering for Mulan the whole time. She felt like a character who built herself up, and then she just straight up became a badass. In this one, she felt more like Captain Marvel.
Alright, hang on a second.